What's going on, ladies and gentlemen? NoZoupForYou here, and a little ranked action, aircraft carriers. This is actually the first round I've played this season using an aircraft carrier. I don't use them all that often, but I decided to shake things up, and this actually works out because this is a good metaphor for today's video, for today's topic. And right now what I'm doing, and I told my team, I'm going after the 3 destroyers, and that's it. And I'm not stopping until the 3 destroyers are gone. And once they're gone, I will move on to the battleships in the round. But it's so important to take out the destroyers first. Just taking out one destroyer alters the course of the entire round. And that is slowly the point that I'm getting to. Everything has a reaction. It starts a cascade of events, a chain of events. So taking out that one destroyer first, this early in the round, leads the other team down a path that they probably didn't want to go. The reason I'm saying this is also a metaphor for Deadeye, and what Deadeye has done to the game. And you can see right here that Benham has been spotted, and I am instantly going after him with my rockets, and there's 3,000 off of him already. He's alone. He probably didn't think that I was going to single him out, or maybe he did. I don't know what he was thinking, and I'm just going to try and get my shots off as quickly as I am while keeping him spotted so that my team can hopefully start taking shots at him as well. Not a lot of damage right there, and I've only got 2 planes left, but my entire team sees him, and he's taking fire right now. That 17-kilometer shot from a Vlad with Deadeye, which just once again highlights how absolutely brutal Deadeye is, and then Musashi from 18 kilometers out finishes him off. And that one singular event right there has changed the course of the entire round. The enemy team is now on the defensive. See, in an aircraft carrier, I don't care how little damage I do in a game of rank, because that's not my goal in ranked gameplay in an aircraft carrier. And it shouldn't be. You have got to be a team player. You've got to do sometimes the very, very boring things that you don't want to do, which is spotting, which is not causing damage. Because this one event right here has altered the entire course of the game and completely swung it to our favor. And so now I'm going to start looking after the other DDs, looking for them, and just keeping them spotted, while trying to provide support to my DDs. So back to Deadeye though, and the metaphor / analogy and how this works. Deadeye, the inclusion of Deadeye, I might correct myself and say, has done the exact same thing. One singular action has caused a cascade of events that it's hard to explain, you know, and it's very fitting that I'm using aircraft carriers right now while I'm talking about this, because their inclusion in the game caused something similar, what, 2 or 3 years ago? Was it 3 years now? Or 2? I don't know. It feels like it's been forever ago, but the inclusion of the aircraft carrier rework did cause huge consternation in the community, although I didn't see people leave the game at the level I'm seeing now. And that's what I want to address. Because every day I go on Twitter, every day I see followers that are saying they're done with the game, or they're at least leaving until Deadeye is fixed. And I've got Olin spotted right here. I'm kind of bleeding aircraft, but I don't mind. Once again, I'm trying to keep this guy spotted as well as I can for my enemy team, or for my team, not my enemy team. But no, Deadeye has caused several changes in the game. Not only in the meta shift, which we've pounded into the ground, just the fact that battleships are complacent, and you know, but many people have commented that, hey, where are the cruisers and destroyers? Well, destroyers are still out and about, but this rank season, I'm seeing fewer and fewer cruisers, just because there's no utility to them. No cruiser wants to get blapped. And because of that, I think the game is starting to suffer. It really is. Deadeye has created this meta shift that is not healthy. But it's not just the meta shift. Players are leaving because of Deadeye, and they're leaving in droves from what I can see. For the first time ever playing World of Warships, I am seeing the actual physical results of this decision. I mean, aircraft carriers, not at the level that this was. I know a lot of players grumbled about it. A lot of players weren't happy. A lot of players said they were going to leave or stop playing, but they really didn't. But I've seen more and more of my followers and other community contributors' followers say, you know what? I haven't been playing the game for a while. Seeing this, I'm not coming back. Or, I'm taking a break from Warships. I don't like Deadeye. I'll come back when it's fixed. Or, third, I don't like the direction this has gone. I'm uninstalling. I may or may not be back. And that's a problem right there. It's a big problem. And I know Wargaming has said that they're monitoring the problem, but I'm going to say right now that I feel that this situation is so serious right now. It has created such volatility in the game. Good Lord, if I could only talk this early in the morning. I really think that it needs to be addressed immediately. And this Benson has been requesting my help the entire round. And, you know, I'm going to speak to you destroyers out there because I played destroyers enough in rank that I know my way around them, and I know how to play them. You can't be relying on your aircraft to provide you cover the entire round. Every single time you get spotted or something happens or you think the enemy aircraft carrier is going after you. I mean, I don't think I ever... I rarely, I'm not going to say ever, but I rarely request air support. And the result of this is I've used all my fighters up trying to protect this one destroyer because they did not break contact when they should have and retreat back. So my other teammates are going to take a hit, or my ability to spot other destroyers and keep an entire swath of the map lit is going to suffer. But that's okay, I don't mind. So, I really think at this point Wargaming needs to do a couple things. And, you know, this is just me. And I think they need to make a very strong statement right now, reaffirming their commitment to the community and that they understand the issues going on right now and they are going to be doing something to fix the current situation. And, you know, they may have. I may have missed it. I can't keep up with all the news because, you know, they're putting news out every single day. I mean, they are very, very active and busy on Reddit and on all the forums. And, you know, I can't keep my eyes on all of them, especially when I'm working. And my goal right now is just to take out this Olin. And once this other destroyer is eliminated, I think it'll be the end of the game for the enemy team. I mean, ranked is so much whoever has their destroyers remaining. If you lose your destroyers first, it's over, which is why as an aircraft carrier, that should be your mission. Get the destroyers out of the game, because once you do that, 9 times out of 10, you're probably going to win that round. So, I'm just going to tell you right now, this is probably the lowest damage CV game I've ever done, but despite that, and the island completely messed me up right there, so I just dumped my rockets. Despite being such a low damage round, I feel I had a huge impact in this round, especially with spotting that Venom first on. So you don't have to do a lot of damage, or even good damage, to make a huge difference in ranked. You just don't. Spotting destroyers, killing destroyers makes all the difference. So Wargaming needs to come out. They need to say that they're looking into things, they're going to fix things, then they actually have to do it, and they got to do it quick. Because, I mean, you can gather all the stats you want, but I think we all know how bad Deadeye is, just from the shift in meta that it has caused. I mean, there's really no reason for battleships to push anymore. There just isn't. And that is just playing havoc on the entire round, and I'm almost getting this Olin out of the round. This round just really bizarre, you know. I think the destroyers were the only ships that wound up getting sunk. And it was just over very, very quickly. So, again, destroyers. It's all about destroyers. So, Wargaming needs to come out with a statement. They need to reaffirm that they're working on things. They need to let the community know that they're working on things. And I take that back. Jean Bart just went down, as did our Vladivostok. They need to reaffirm their commitment to the community. And they actually need to do something about Deadeye. Because, again, in 5 or 6 years, I've never seen something that has had this effect on gameplay. I mean, I don't even think carriers had that big of an effect when the rework happened. It just didn't. So something needs to happen. Something's got to give, and it's got to happen soon. And you know, Wargaming's got to put their PR boots on and say something, you know, for the sake of the game. And this round's over. It's pretty quick, actually. Again, least damage I've ever done in a CV, but small things have big effects. And this is an example, and Deadeye's an example. And you know, I look forward to seeing Wargaming fixing it and getting things back to normal. I know they will. They're very good about that. Sometimes it takes longer. This is one of those instances where they can't take a long time. And I think they see the players leaving. So, hopefully it happens soon. Take it easy. Want to know your thoughts? Zoop out.